Hi, in this video we are going to see about the mechanical actuation system CAMS. In the earlier video we have seen mechanical actuation system of one is kinematic chain, how it is functions, and what is a mechanical actuation system exactly. So actuation system is the one which transfers a motion from one form of motion to another form. In the mechanical field, what is in the mechanical mechatronics, a mechanical stream is very important over there to bring out what is the output required. So mainly all washing machines or automatic cameras or refrigerators, whatever it may be, there is some outputs we are getting. Without output we cannot, that is a function requirement of what the customer requirement is very important. It based upon the outputs. So the for outputs what we can do it. So conversion of one form of motion to another form, how it can be done with the help of some mechanical components we are seeing now. So the mechanical components, the cams, gears and chains, they're all the mechanical components which is used for the conversion. Now we are going for the cams. So the cams means what? It's a device which is used for the transformation of motion by using a follower. Okay, follower by with the help of a direct contact. So cam is the driver and the follower is the driven member. So in this case, a cam is different types of cams are produced, and the cams are going to rotate and with the contact with the follower. When the follower follows the cam profile, we will get the different motion. That is the main logic over here. Here in the camshaft, for example, if you say in IC engines, the opening and closing of valves, already we have to, we are in a position to open the valve and close the valves when when the fuel has to get inside, and when after the it has to get the compress position. During the compression both valves should be closed, and during exhaust only exhaust valve will be open. So there are the functions, there is the requirements that opening and the closing of valves should be taken in a particular timing. So when the timing is needed, there is the continuous motion flow where it is needed, we can do select some different mechanism. When a partial movement or when the time depends motion will be taken place, then these type of cam designs are helpful for that purpose. So this cam you can see a disc type or plate type cam. So where it is the movement can be controlled with different types of cams, the follower movements. The follower is always having a contact with the cam profile, and this cam is having a disc type or a plate type cam. So it is rotated in exactly with the point, and axis you can see eccentric rotation takes place with the help of these where we are pivoting the disc. So that it's a irregular contour, it's not a proper circular, it may be elliptical or something else. And this irregular contour, it provides some uh, different specific motion to the follower. So the follower may be a perpendicular, it may move a perpendicular one, and it may be creating a oscillation movement. So there are different kinds of techniques are there to follow this one. And a cylindrical cam, here if you see a cylinder, a cam is a cylindrical profile which is having an external groove, an elliptical groove it will be there. So when the cam is getting rotated, it will show that the elliptical groove, and the follower, it lies in between these two surfaces, that is the in between the groove. When the cam rotates, the follower follows the groove, so that it shows that it is moving parallel to the rotation of the cylinder. So and the follower moves this according to it will create a oscillation movement in this when the follower follows this one. And a translating cam is the one which is having a contour, different contour or a groove plate inside. When the follower is having a contact with the contour, the contour is moving left or right, that is a forward and backward movement. The cam is moving forward and backward, that so that the follower which is having a contact with the the surface it can move upward and move downward when it moves another direction. So the movement of the cam from the forward to reverse side, and the profile makes push or pull down this or keep down the follower to move up and down. So that movement, oscillation movement, is possible in A. And when there is a slot inside that movement, that we can have different proportion, the different movement of the follower. Reciprocating movement is follow due to the gap slot inside. And in this case, there is a cam and follower case. We are having three important things. One is rising and falling and dwell time. So rise time, fall time, and dwell time. When the cam rotates, the follower is having a contact with the cam. So when it is moving upward, that is the rising takes place, and a dwell time where there is no movement at all. The follower is just idle for some time, and again falling time is when the follower falls down, that is moving downwards. So this indicates these with the help of a displacement diagram. We come to know an eccentric follower, eccentric cam with a follower. It will show the idle time and rising time and dwell time. Then that's what lowering time. So with the help of this displacement diagram, we come to know how long it can be idle, how long it can move forward, how long it can move retract. So all the things it will help in the designing of the cams. So requirements, according to the requirement, we can make the different shapes of followers on the cams. You can see the heart shape cam with the same follower, how it will give the movement. So uniform speed, constant rate, the speed also we can get it, and the distance also, how long it will be. Like that, the types of followers are there. The followers may be point follower, roller follower, flat shaped and spherical shaped follower. So it depends upon the contact and the displacement, timing, everything, and based upon the oscillating motion and translating follower may be there. So the follower which follows the camshaft, you can because the link, according to the linkage mechanism, how it is link on the joint of the follower, it may oscillate or it may reciprocate. So the reciprocating follower and oscillating follower, it or the with the help of based on the type of motions we can fix it. So it will give the output what we require, and that thing is needed. And a radial follower and offset follower on the another two things. So the radial follower will be in line with the cam. Okay, always it will be in line with the cam. Follower passes through the center of the camshaft. So when the camshaft rotates, the follower follows the same axis of the camshaft, and it will move up and down this here. But in this case, offset follower, a small distance, it is getting offsetted. The follower just tilted or moved to a distance we call it as offset distance. The offset distance will help us for moving. That is what when there is a wear and tear will be more, we can reduce this wear and tear, and the movement, the total motion can be changed. The upward movement and downward movement of the follower will be changed, and according to the inline movement. When compared to the inline movement, this movement will be less reduced for this. So the wear and tear can be reduced over here, and depends upon the applications. This movement followers are designed like this. So the cams on followers, normally it is one type of component which is used for the movement of motion. Okay, for the conversion of rotary motion to linear motion or oscillation motion, everything. So this is one type of component for the mechanical actuation system. In the next we will see about the gears, gear trains, and belt and pulleys. Okay.